Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Osama Shab. Our top story, Congress versus Income Tax Department. The Congress hit out after their bank accounts were frozen by the IT department, claiming it's democracy that has been frozen. Even though they were granted relief by the IT tribunal, they have to keep 115 crore in their accounts. Party Treasurer Ajay Makun claimed this meant they could not pay their bills and salaries, while the IT department said 135 crore remains outstanding tax owed to them and that the party has multiple accounts. Now, the sources have said on Congress bank accounts that Congress bank accounts have not been frozen and that only the 115 crore rupees that party owes as tax has been frozen. These accounts can be operated for financial transactions and that Congress was supposed to pay 103 crore rupees in the 2018-2019 cycle. It did not. And the interest on 103 crore rupees is 32 crore rupees. After fresh assessment in July 2021, a tax demand rose to 105 crore rupees. Now, the government followed these rules. Indian National Congress once in a while paid a pittance. The IT department has not passed any order nor said anything to the government, and that this is a routine process and was aided by regular notices to the Congress.
2 days after its 4 bank accounts were frozen, the Congress party treasurer went public ahead of its appeal to the Income Tax Tribunal, saying the party had been immobilized before the general elections.
हमारे देश में democracy freeze हुई.
The case relates to a fine and demand being imposed for a delay in filing income tax returns in 2018-19 and a refusal to pay the penalty.
We don't have any money to spend. We don't have money to pay the electricity bills. We don't have money to pay salaries to our employees. Everything is impacted, no? Not only Nyaya, everything will be impacted. All political activities of the Congress party will be impacted.
But the freezing of the accounts was temporary. The Income Tax Tribunal has mandated that an amount of 115 crores has to be maintained, which the party doesn't have in its current accounts. In a statement, the Income Tax Department said the withdrawal of recovery money is a routine process. The Indian National Congress's accounts is operational and Indian National Congress has multiple accounts for activities.
We have very good case on facts. We had filed a return on time. It is being misconstrued and only for that reason we can't be punished disproportionately.
The Congress's attack on democracy being stifled was countered by the Prime Minister at a rally in Haryana's Rewari.
कांग्रेस सोचती है कि सत्ता में रहना उसका जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार है, इसलिए गरीब का ये बेटा जब से पीएम बना है, ये एक के बाद एक मेरे खिलाफ साजिशें करते जा रहे हैं.
The income tax hearing will be held on the 21st of this month, but the political battle has taken to the streets with both the BJP and the Congress trading charges against each other as the country awaits to know the names of the donors of the electoral bonds. In New Delhi, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.
A day after the Supreme Court struck down the Electoral Bonds scheme on grounds it violated citizens' right to information, was unconstitutional and may lead to a quid pro quo arrangements between political parties and donors, the government has said it is studying the order. Sources have told NDTV the government is weighing options and will not at this stage move to overrule the country's highest court. And the government is concerned about the return of black money and had further noted that revealing donors' identities as instructed by the court is against laws of banking.
I think it's a setback to all political parties, especially the BJP, striking down the electoral bond scheme, which has been the strength of many political parties. But what I hear from my sources is that there is thinking in all upper echelons of the government. They're all looking at options. Of course, they're looking at the trust model. They're looking at various other models, but they're very clear that this was a model that was brought in to improve the murky system that existed in 2017, before 2017. And in fact, sources also say that even ads in newspapers and media companies would be driven by cash, and they believe that electoral bonds in some ways changed that. So it was not just about transparency, it was also making a system better. But of course, now there is a problem. What I understand is that there is thinking on this. They are weighing their options. There is a team that is looking at this order and studying it very carefully and making it very clear that the language used by the court, of course, does not define their position and does not define the intent with which the BJP at the center had brought in this particular thing. But of course, the other problem is, of course, SBI being asked by the court to release details about donors and their donations, which government sources have said that clearly goes against banking laws, and that is something that they are really concerned about. But we can definitely see a lot of action and thought and ideating in this particular area in the next few days.
In a show of strength amid speculation of his arrest following the 6th summons issued to him in connection to the alleged liquor policy scam, Delhi Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal moved a trust vote in the Delhi Assembly on Friday. Now, the Chief Minister once again alleged attempts to poach Aam Aadmi Party MLAs and that BJP is attempting Operation Lotus. This discussion on the trust vote is set to take place on Saturday. In another story, the political firestorm over the alleged harassment of villagers in West Bengal's Sandesh Khali by the aides of a Trinamool Congress strongman escalated today, with 2 delegations led by senior leaders of the BJP and the Congress being stopped from going to the area. The BJP has repeatedly claimed that women in the village have been raped and sexually harassed by the aides of Trinamool strongman Sheikh Shahjahan, and the ruling party is not letting complaints be filed. The Trinamool has rubbished the allegations, accusing the BJP of trying to foment trouble, and the Bengal police has also said that no complaints have been received.
राज्यपाल जी भी बहुत दुखी हैं। उन्होंने सभी बात सुनी और बहुत ही दुखी हैं। हम लोग उच्च न्यायालय में अर्जी करेंगे कि कानूनी तौर पे हमें वहां पे जाने की अनुमति दे, और हम लोग संदेश खाली जाके रहेंगे। संदेश खाली में जिस तरह से महिलाओं के साथ, बच्चियों के साथ, वहां के नई बहुओं के साथ जो अत्याचार हुआ है टीएमसी के गुंडों के द्वारा, पुलिस के द्वारा, उसको हम उजागर भी करना चाहते हैं।
A BJP delegation led by union ministers blocked from going to Sandesh Khali by the police. This is the 3rd time a BJP team has been stopped. The 6-member BJP fact-finding team met the governor on the issue. Earlier, state BJP president Shukanto Mojumdar and leader of opposition Shubhendu Adhikari had been stopped by the state police. Not just the BJP, even the Congress delegation led by leader of Congress in the Lok Sabha Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was also stopped at the same spot as the BJP team.
You can see these bamboo barricades that have been put up to prevent any political party or any political team from going to the other side. So these are heavy bamboo barricades that have been put up here, and the Congress delegation has been stopped right here with riot control police deployed right here with tear gas shells, etc. so that if they try and move forward, then they will not be allowed to go forward from here. But you can see, of course, the Congress trying to move forward, the police stopping them here. This is, of course, in a place called Rampur, as the Congress delegation attempts to go to Sandesh Khali.
বাংলার মুখ্যমন্ত্রী এই মুহূর্তে আপনার জন্য একটাই উপাধি আমার তরফ থেকে, ইউ আর এ বেঙ্গলি কুইন অফ ক্রুয়েলটি। আপনি বাংলার নৃশংসতার এক রানী, ক্ষমতায় থেকে এই বাংলাকে আপনি নৃশংসতার বাংলায় রূপান্তরিত করেছেন। আপনাকে ধিক্কার। সন্দেশখালী আজকে আপনি আটকাচ্ছেন, কালকে আটকাবেন।
Earlier, Arun Haldar of the National Commission for Scheduled Castes demanded President's rule in Bengal over Sandesh Khali.
महामहिम राष्ट्रपति मैडम को जो रिपोर्ट दिया है उसमें ये चीज लिखा है कि मैडम अभी आराम से जो कानून में है आराम से आप राष्ट्रपति शासन के लिए सुपारिश कर सकता है, क्योंकि बंगाल का हालात अभी इतना खराब है। विशेष रूप से जो शोषित वंचित श्रेणी का लोग होता है, इनको सेव करने के लिए सरकार को अलग दृष्टि से देखना चाहिए।
The TMC accused the BJP of trying to destabilize the government in West Bengal.
Despicable for the BJP to use the incidents at Sandesh Khali to try and target the Trinamool Congress government in Bengal. This is clearly an orchestrated exercise before the Lok Sabha polls against the one chief minister who is standing up to them.
The allegations that have emerged in connection with Sandesh Khali have become a major political flashpoint, but the local strongman Sheikh Shah Jahan is still evading arrest. With prohibitory orders in place till the weekend, more political visits are expected next week. With camera person Aniruddha Tripathi, in North 24 Parganas district of West Bengal, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
In Manipur, a curfew has been imposed in Churachandpur. This comes after fresh protests broke out last evening that had turned violent. 2 people have been killed and at least 40 have been injured in a clash with the security forces after hundreds of people came out in Manipur's Kuki-Zo tribes-dominated Churachandpur district to protest against the suspension of a head constable after a selfie of him with armed miscreants went viral. And DGCA has issued a show-cause notice to Air India after an elderly passenger died after collapsing at the Mumbai airport. This incident happened on February 12th after the passenger, more than 80 years of age, requested a wheelchair but due to heavy demand decided to walk. The regulatory body has sought a response from the airline within 7 days. And we'll slip into a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. Russia opposition leader and vocal critic of Russian President Vladimir Putin, Alexei Navalny, has died in jail, according to Russian authorities. Serving a 19-year jail term in one of the country's toughest jails, where he was moved last year, the opposition leader reportedly lost consciousness on a walk, with all resuscitation efforts failing. However, the cause of his death is yet to be determined. Now, Yulia Navalnaya, Alexei Navalny's wife, has reacted. Listen in.
Но если это правда, я хочу, чтобы Путин, все его окружение, путинские друзья, его правительство знали, что они понесут за то, что они сделали с нашей страной, с моей семьей и с моим мужем ответственность. И этот день наступит очень скоро.
The Indian men's cricket team for the blind will feature in a triangular series later this month alongside Pakistan and Sri Lanka. This series starts in Dubai on February 22nd. The captain and squad were announced in Delhi yesterday. The series is a great opportunity for the men's cricket team for the blind to bring glory and public attention to their sport and their growing list of global achievements.
So Durga Rao is named up as the new Indian team captain.
Durga Rao Tumpaki being announced as captain of the Indian men's cricket team for the blind for the series against Pakistan and Sri Lanka.
I think everyone in good rhythm and I hope we'll play best cricket and bring the trophy to the country.
Ajay Kumar Reddy, whom Durga Rao replaces as captain after 8 years, will also be in the squad. This was him receiving the Arjuna Award last month, making him the first ever to win the honour from blind cricket. Now on the heels of that recognition for the sport comes this triangular series which will pit India against some tough competition. India's success in cricket for the blind is thanks in no small part to Dr. Mahantesh GK, who leads the Cricket Association for the Blind in India, or CABI. He has spent his life raising the profile of blind cricket in India. His efforts have also played a role in the Indian men's cricket team for the blind winning 2 T20 World Cup titles and ODI World Cup and an Asia Cup title.
I'm personally very confident about my boys. One, they have undergone a very serious coaching they are going through. We have picked a BCCI level 1 coach to coach our cricketers, train our cricketers. Yes, because Ajay Reddy himself wants to mentor the young people, and his guidance will be there, and new blood. So combination of seniors and new players, the experience, I'm sure this will be a good match.
Also present for the announcement was Mohammad Kaif, the former cricketer at hand, to support the current cricket team for the blind.
I think they have been doing well. They have done well recently. Women's team won the title recently. Now they're going to play triangular series India-Pakistan first game in Dubai, and against Pakistan in the World Cups they have mostly won. So I think we are on right track. Someone like me, getting associated with the differently able cabbie, it's a great honor to be here.
The triangular series starts on February 22nd and will be available to view on YouTube. And all of India will be praying that it is the team wearing this blue jersey that is holding up the winner's trophy after the final match has been played.
That's all we have for you. Keep watching NDTV.